And he be on the move. It's one of our greatest poets right there, man. Mr. Z, aka Jan, formerly known as Mr. Z. But man, this is a one of the brilliant minds that I have come to respect over these years living here on Maui. And he's taking his trip right now, waiting on some friends to come bring him breakfast. It's a gorgeous morning this morning, June 11th, 2026, 7:25 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time here on the beautiful Isle of Maui. Just want to greet you all. I think I'm getting gooder and gooder at being consistent in my postings and going live. I told myself this year I want to go live more and just ready to, just be seen and share more. And there's been multiple confirmations for me this year that has inspired me to begin to share more. But that's just what the thing about, timing, opportunities. I used to believe in missed opportunities. I don't so much believe in missed opportunities anymore. I don't think that there's like missed opportunities so much as there are opportunities to be missed. S- So let me explain the difference. It's not about the missed opportunities, it's about opportunities that can be missed. And the short version of it is like it's like if I'm traveling to a destination and I'm on my way to that destination on a one lane highway or a two-lane highway, and I know the exit is coming up. And let's just say I don't take the exit, I miss the exit. Well, I didn't miss the opportunity to get to my destination. It's just that the next turnoff or the next exit is not for another 100 miles. You understand? So it's not a missed opportunity. It's the fact that since I missed that turnoff, my next journey, the next 100 miles will be the next turnoff to reroute myself and go to my destination. See what I'm saying? So there's no missed opportunities in life. It's just that if the opportunity is missed to capitalize, then that just means it's going to be a little bit longer. It may take a little bit longer for the next opportunity, just like the next exit. It's not to say you're not going to get to your destination. It just means that the uh the plan that you had in mind uh just has to get rerouted now. And I think and I'm channeling some things right now too that I want to share with the community is that this is the great identity reset. That's what I'll call it, the great identity reset. The great identity reset is everything you would think it is. It's changing completely everything. Maybe you used to wake up and love eggs and toast and now you only want a smoothie. So it's a great reset of your identity, your spiritual identity, your non-physical identity, which is your subconscious. See, we've been living a lot in the conscious world, but now we get to live more so exposing the subconscious world. And that's what we're seeing a lot right now is a lot of the subconscious coming to play. So the people who we the people I'll look speak for myself, the people I looked up to, the people I trusted, the people I loved, I can now see, wow, consciously, I see why I loved them, why I trusted them. But now subconsciously, now that their true selves are being revealed, it's like oh, now we all get to really see each other, right? And what are you afraid of? You're awesome, right? You done all the right things. You made all the right moves. You never gossiped. You never talked crap about anybody. You never tried to hurt anyone's feelings. You never tried to get over on anyone at your job, right? You know, you you never saw that you can someone else was getting to the line and they were a little ahead of you, but they were moving a little slower. So you never said, I'm gonna speed up so that they can't get in front of me. You never done that, right? No, you're a gentleman. You're a lady, right? You're human. And that's what I mean, guys. I hope you guys are picking up my sarcasm right there. But that's what I mean. It's like don't be scared now. Everything you've ever been is just now being revealed. It's being uprooted. And everything that's been grounded and planted is coming up to surface. Now you have a choice. You can do your best to try and disguise and hope no one sees, or you can just allow the process to happen. You allow the natural process of uprooting to happen. Let nature take its place, its course. It's just an identity. You're not the same identity you were 20 years ago when you were a kid. You're not the same identity then. So what makes it so scary now that you get to be seen? You always wanted to be seen, right? You've always wanted to be heard, right? Oh man, my shoes are getting wet. If you want it, right? You've always proclaimed that you were the truth. You always proclaimed that your system works. So what's going on now? Don't get scared now. This is what I'm talking about. I think I will speak for myself, guys, that since I was 4 years old, I've always had the same philosophy and the same belief and the same system. And that was love, give. I really believed in that. I really believed that anything was possible when I was a kid, 4 years old. And then I got shown and told and a good enough imprint on me happened that I had to go into hiding and said, I'm not gonna reveal my true heart anymore because it gets rejected. It gets unappreciated. It gets misunderstood. And maybe it was ahead of my and what I know now, 47 or 43 years later, what I now know is just that I was just being ahead of my process. Nothing was wrong. It just wasn't the right time. Everything is timing. There are no missed opportunities. There's just plenty of opportunities to be missed, but there are no missed opportunities. You just miss opportunities. There are no missed opportunities. You just miss opportunities. What does that mean? Who's that for? How do you miss opportunities? I know how I missed opportunities. I missed opportunities through not understanding my triggers, not taking the time to really care for myself as much as I cared for others, not taking the time to really learn and study my behaviors and how to communicate and articulate who I was and what I wanted, how to speak up. So that's how I missed opportunities, but I never had any missed opportunities because what I'm seeing in life is that it's the same pattern. There's this basic pattern that I begin to see. One of them being like, okay, um, the system of working, the 9 to 5. I saw that pattern. I was like, okay, I get it. This is what we have to do. Because obviously, if we don't do this, if I don't have a job, then I can't survive. That was the belief. That was the system. That was the system. And I gave into it and I understood it and I did my best. And then I get into a situation where I have the opportunity to walk away from that system. And here I am 4 weeks later, 4 weeks later, 4 weeks later, same location where my van broke down is what I'm referring to if you guys haven't been following. But when my van broke down 4 weeks ago, we're coming up on, wow, it's amazing. So anyway, I don't want to lose track, but there are no missed opportunities. So I just miss opportunities when I'm frustrated. That's what I was getting at. Knowing my triggers enable me to not miss opportunities. Because if I know I'm gonna be highly agitated, if I'm in an environment that's overwhelming, I know the behaviors, I know what happens to my body and what happens on the inside of me. So therefore I take care of myself. And one of the things I've learned was to just completely immerse myself in the world that keeps me in a high vibrational state. And that's always the ocean. That's always the beach for me. So I'll always have this kind of life, you know, this expanse, this kind of freedom. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This is what I've always seen. This is what I've always believed. This is what I've always felt as a kid. Even though the circumstances and the surroundings did not reflect it. This is the feeling. If my feeling, here, let me show you. If my feelings was an image,